Look at that moon. Look at that fog on the farmland. Get this lens clean. Make sure I got this lens cleaned off all the way. Look at that fog. I went out and got a fish sandwich. There's a cat that was hungry, so I gave him half my fish sandwich. I was talking to the girl at the Shell. I just came over to this lake where I take Daisy swimming. See that fog on the farm country? Almost a full moon. Those are clouds, those white things. So it's such a cool night that I thought I'd... Now this is gonna bug. Don't worry, it'll go away. Well, I'll be gone, yeah. Look at that farm field. Full moon. Yeah. Those little white things, those are clouds. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, great moon tonight. Can you see that at all? It's foggy as hell. I don't know if this is a four-wheeler or what. Hey, Jennifer. San Francisco Bay, Frisky. Yeah, it's foggy up here. Yeah, that's how it is here, Jennifer. I'll show you something. I'm going to show you a West Branch. Blue, I think you should consider West Branch. I'm not kidding you. You'll never get a better bang for your buck. Get out of that Colorado. There's not a house in this world worth that. Oh, did you, Susan? That's cool. That'd be all right. Still be a way better deal. I hope it does rain all week. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, I'll have to go by there and look at it. It's one street over from my buddy's house. 4th and Lindsay is... I'm trying to remember if Lindsay is... It's got to be on the north... It's got to be on the north side of Houghton. Yeah, North 4th, yep. I'll drive by there. Oh, okay. I think I know where you're talking about now. Hey, Mark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where you're talking about. You know, I don't really know. You know, the town itself, not many. You'd have to look. You could Google it and find out because it spreads out. You know what I mean? It's a small town. It's not the biggest town in Ogama County, even though it's the county seat. Skipway Lake is. I forget because I'm always looking at, you know, the county population. When you get in these rural counties, that's kind of what they talk about because it's so spread out, you know, townships and villages and that kind of thing. It's a good quality of life up here. Hey, Susan. So now I started coming up here in 1978, and all summer long in fall, you know, when deer hunting used to be popular, it would be busy as hell. There were 2 places in town that had live entertainment, and you'd wait in line to get into them sometimes. And even this McDonald's fast food will be open super late. Now there's nothing open. The Shell gas station's staying open till 1. Super dead here. Everything is closed. The strip mall is about half empty. That's about ready to go tits up. Hang on a second. Getting foggy on my window. All the restaurants are closed here. Big Boy's closed, Wendy's closed, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Rally's, Culver's, Arby's. These places used to be open till 3, 4 in the morning. All closed. Walmart is closed at 11 now. Ponderosa went out of business. Of course, Aldi's closed. You expect that. What's that guy doing? Yeah, it would be busy as hell up here. Could get stuff to eat all over the place. This Sears just closed right here, this little mini Sears. No, it's like that everywhere. All this stuff you see in these towns, the federal government realizes what's going on. So, in an effort to keep every place looking like a wasteland, they give you grants that come through the DDA. That's where you'll see these nice wooden bridges and these lights right here. These cities couldn't afford any of this if it wasn't for government grants. Big time, man. I mean, I think COVID did more damage than a war could have. Big time, Blue. That's a little strip mall. About half those places are gone. Now this sign up here, there's a bowling alley. That used to be busy as hell all the time, all year long. They're not even open right now. This business right near this fireplace thing, this is one of the bars right here. That's been closed 5 years now and can't get anybody to buy it. And that's where they would have live entertainment all week long in the summer. Our family fair just closed. There's still a couple car dealerships limping along, which for the life of me, I can't figure out. This party store, they close like at 7 on Friday and Saturday. It used to be open till 10 and 11 on the weekends. All these little hotels and motels are closed. Car washer hanging in there. There's Little Caesars, they're closed. I mean, this is supposed to be gangbuster busy time right now. Hey, Stephanie. That's the old Kmart that there's a rivalry here between two hospitals, so they built kind of a giant emergency room to compete with our full-fledged hospital here. They're not doing very well either. This is the only gas station open 24 hours in town, Marathon. Sorry, my windows are foggy. This Walgreens closes at 9 now. Used to be 10. That Asian place is about ready to go tits up. Now this is coming into the downtown area. Now mind you, this would have been people all over, busy as hell, 40 years ago. Be people outside, bands playing. I think there's one bar open. Just everything, you know, the economy, live entertainment, and this COVID's put the cherry on the top. Now this, you see these bright lights? This is where the downtown is. Almost about a third everything's out of business. and there's one bar open, and I think there may be 2 cars out front. Mind you, now this was packed full 40 years ago. Longer than 40 years ago, really. Pizza place closed, no restaurants open. This is the only bar open right here, and there's 1 car out front. This guy, I think he barely made it. That's a restaurant. Their hours are short. This Shell's gas station closes earlier. This is the health club that I go to. You can go in there and work out 24 hours. But I'll tell you, man, it's just crazy how things have changed. Yeah, well, we have a state police post here, we have a sheriff, and we have a city cop too. So it's no problem getting the cops to show up. For a while, the budget was down so much, they didn't have any sheriffs patrolling the county. And you could have a state trooper, he may be 80 miles away when he gets the call. Yeah, we got a high school, nice high school, middle school, grade school. Oh, that's right, I wanted to go by that house for Blue. It's a teacher supply place. There's little tributaries, these creeks. It's all crystal clear water. Here's a bridge over one right here. They're all over around down here. So here is, here's Lindsay. So the southwest corner would be right here. You recognize that, Blue? Yeah, it's a nice house. Yeah. What are they asking for that? Yeah, it's right here. Ogama Creek's right here. Right here, this little bridge right here. Those places are all over. It's really beautiful. And it probably cuts down behind that house. Right here's Ogama Creek. $299. Yeah, I'll bet you when I bought mine 10 years ago, I bet you could have got that place for $150. I'll bet you they have a hard time selling that for $299. Oh, big time. Yeah, it's a problem, man. I mean, it's depressing. I mean, it's been slowly ticking down, even since 2008, you know? So you could walk downtown, Blue. Yeah, who knows what they'd take for it. So, that would be I would think that would be a tough sell, but maybe not. Get rid of this Mr. OD idiot. Yeah, the bathroom should be on there. They should be. Yeah, how old is that house? I see you, Antonio. It depends on what city you are. It's all over the place. Yeah, I bet the bathrooms are old then. That's why. Which is stupid because people aren't going to want to schedule a walkthrough. They're going to figure it out sooner or later. You might as well show it in the listing. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's an old house. Yeah, that's what I mean. 76,000 in 2010, but they did do some, you know, improvements. Oh, that's no problem. I think you could get a lot nicer place though. That's an old house, for that much money. And that's it's kind of a small lot. I mean, keep looking. Hey, Rita. Easy said, I like the house I'm in. Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. Yeah, I wouldn't pay that for a house that old. There's better deals around here, believe me. No, rent's crazy. I know real estate people here. I could find you a good real estate person. Yeah, forget that. These damn things have went up a lot. I paid 75,000 for mine. You couldn't give it away when I bought it 10 years ago. Now they're selling like 144, stuff like that. These things, you know, mine was on the market 3 years. You couldn't give it away. These places, there weren't that many condos in this area, so doctors were living in them, buying them because they weren't that much. And in the economy crash, you couldn't give it. I almost bought my neighbor's just. I don't really want to be a landlord, so I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. But these people right here next to me, they paid more than listing, and I'm not sure what the total was, just so they could get it. But all these places have sold like in the last couple years. Now there's other condos just a little like behind that church over there that are nicer. Yeah, Prescott's not bad, but it's kind of dumpy. If you look like downtown and stuff, a lot of stuff's out of business, and they voted like 60 years ago or something to do their own water purification, water and sewer, and it's really expensive. So you got some crazy fees that you normally wouldn't have associated with being out in the boonies. Yeah, my condo. I mean, it's a good deal. I mean, I got lucky on it. I'm not into houses at all. Oh, good for you, Rita. Yeah, I mean, my condo's just like basic living. Yeah, well, these lots across the street from me is kind of a weird deal. They were supposed to be the same kind of condos as mine, and it never happened. Then these lots, there's 8 of them, just like there are on my side. They went into foreclosure. The county got them. Then a guy got one back, and he kept growing the grass long, and they kept finding them. So the only things that you can build right here, at least currently, the way it's zoned. Now remember, these cities need money. So zoning is not quite as ironclad as it used to be. There's 2 things that you could legally put here: condos that look exactly like ours, but building is so expensive now. And that's one thing. And a cemetery, believe it or not. Those are the only 2 things you could build in these lots, which is why they're all vacant. No, I don't live in a, nope, I don't, nope, live in a condo. Yeah. But it's been like this. There's no jobs up here. I mean, retirees, stuff like that. Unless you own your own business or something like that, you know what I mean? There's always a handful of people in these towns that have 20 or 25 million. But all these towns are like this in northern Michigan. It's just the way it is. No, this place is all retirees. Tons of retirees here. They're already here. They've been here for 50 years. But this is the county seat, which helps a little bit. Yeah. There's a ton of them. And there's a lot of people that grew up here, believe it or not. Yeah, there's 2 hospitals. A brand new one and one that is kind of like a giant emergency room. We got a big hospital war going up here between 2 places. Yeah, it's safe, yep. It is, yeah. There's a golf course behind me. No, there's no jobs in Prescott. None. What's Daisy doing? What are you doing, hon? You sitting waiting for Dad? Daisy's so damn patient. Waiting for Dad, hon? Huh? You waiting for Dad? What are you doing, honey? No, not many. Those guys are all hurting up here too. No new construction. It's just, it's around. You run into people that are from there. I've done a lot of photography over there. It's kind of a cool town, but I wouldn't want to live there. You know? But you always see it in the paper and different little things. A guy owned a bakery down here. He was from Prescott, and I took my van to get worked over there one time. There's not much going on in Prescott. I don't blame you, R. Hey, Jeremy. The state police post, that's right kitty corner, right across from the Rite Aid over there. I don't even know where Dill Drive is. Yeah, we've got a handful. I think the most expensive house around here is probably $850, and there's only a handful of those. Hey, Graphic. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll probably die up here, counting on it. I don't think I'd ever want to move again. I don't even know where I'd move to. Yeah, log cabins are super expensive to maintain. Woodpeckers attack them all the time. You got to put this stuff on the logs on the inside and the outside. They're a pain in the ass. Every single person I know that had a log home got rid of it. Good for you, Rita. Yeah, Daisy's a good dog. That's my girl, Daisy. She's walking like a cat tonight. What you doing, hon? You're walking like a cat, hon, on the curb. Hey, Ruben. What you doing, hon? Such a good dog. No, no business. Yeah, she does, Lisa. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I am. I got all new neighbors now. The one guy's a little weird next to me, but I don't know what he's up to. He's kind of strange, I think. But yeah, I get along with all my neighbors pretty good. I got along with the other ones really good, but I don't really know these that much. One's on the end I talk to quite a bit. This guy next door is a little weird. One's on the other side. I talk to them a lot. I don't know those other people too well. I know the guy, I'm friends with the dad of the guy at the end. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have 3 bedrooms. Yeah, I got a big master bedroom. I've got like a medium sized bedroom I sleep in, and there's a smaller bedroom with vaulted ceilings in the bottom. Yeah. Hey, Semka. It does, Rita. That's no kidding, man. That's how you know how that saying got started. Sure does. I've lived a lot of places, though. I lived River Rouge near Detroit. I lived in Detroit. Lived in Ann Arbor. I lived in Ypsilanti. And I lived in Dearborn. And then I got the hell out of there and I moved to Florida. Then, before that, I moved to Atlanta. And then I moved to Florida. And then from Florida, I moved to Chicago. And then from Chicago, I moved here to West Branch. Yeah, I can't beat mine. I mean, Graphic, you've seen the prices of that Las Vegas real estate. I've seen it go down to nothing and then go crazy again. When that economy tanked, man, you couldn't give away a place in Las Vegas. Hey, Simka, you figured out anything yet? Or are you just gonna take it a day at a time? I didn't like it. I didn't like living down there. I was always on again, off again with my wife, and the last time we had broken up, that's why she went to Atlanta, so we'd never get back together again. You know how that goes. So part of the deal was rather than me controlling everything, I had to try living in Georgia. So I did. I lived in Woodstock, Georgia. It was all right, but I didn't like the heat, and I still had a business in Michigan. I really never did any business down there, so I was just kind of twiddling my thumbs during the day, and finally it was like, hey, look, do we really have to do this? You win. I tried it down here. Can we go back to Michigan? No, I don't have any kids. No, I never wanted kids, to tell you the truth. I'm glad I don't. Yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, we don't have any crime here. There's no crime. No, nothing ever gets broken into. Once in a blue moon, somebody gets murdered, like once every 5 years, and that's usually some drinking thing or drug deal passing through, something like that. But nobody locks their doors, and you call the cops, they show up. It is like the old days in a lot of ways. I mean, look how quiet it is now. Yeah, super low. Everybody knows everybody. We have a beautiful county fair. I don't know if they're going to have it this year or not. I'm the same distance from Detroit as I am from Sault Ste. Marie, 185 miles. So when I go to Detroit, I'm 145 miles from Mackinac, where I was at the bridge. For some reason, I like going to summer places in the winter when nobody's there. I don't know why, I bet I do. So I go up to Mackinac a lot, Sault Ste. Marie a lot, up until they shut the locks, and then I don't go up there anymore. My taxes are $1,700 a year. Yeah, which is nothing. Yeah, 185 miles. Yep. And you can get Traverse City's 90. That's up near where Mary lives. Takes me like an hour and 45 minutes to get there. Lansing, I can get there in 2 hours. Grand Rapids, 2.5. So it's a good place to live, I think. Port Huron, go there, 2.5 hours. 2 hours maybe. Oh, 80 miles. Yeah, I go to a vet here about 35 miles away down in Standish. Yep. Oh, yeah, all those East Coast states are like that. You know, I had a buddy of mine that he's been trying to be a filmmaker for a long time. It hasn't worked out for him. He lives in Traverse City, and he decided to go to that inauguration in Washington, D.C., but they pretty much said what they were going to do, and you couldn't get in there. So he rented a car because he didn't want to rack up the miles on his. And the toll booths weren't maintained, and the dollar amount they charged for toll booths, if you didn't have like the yearly pass type thing, was just nuts. It was crazy. He had like $500 tacked on his rental car fee because you just drove through the tolls and you were in a rental car. Yeah, moon's cool tonight. Yeah. Yep. No, and they didn't let him know about it or anything, you know. Yeah. It's just, there's a lot of maintenance and, everything's high because so many people crammed in a small place. I wouldn't care if I ever made it out east again. Yep. Oh, really graphic. You want to see a place where they get crazy money? Look at Traverse City, Michigan. There's a place called the Indigo, which is no big deal. Reminds me of those OW hotels. In the summertime, during primo season, they get $650 a night, which is just insane. I mean, Traverse City's nice, but like, come on. Yeah, Traverse City's just, you go there now, I mean, everywhere else is like struggling. Traverse City's packed to the max. The restaurants can't even keep up with getting enough food delivered. Like I got a buddy of mine in town. They just had dinner at a place near there a couple weeks ago. Now it did include $100 bottle of wine. Him, his wife, and their son. 458 bucks. Yeah, they say that, but you know what? When you look at they say that that's not really true. I mean, there is some, but not really. Chicago's already filled up. New Buffalo, they have places in Petoskey, but everybody thinks Traverse City, Chicago money. That's not true. There's people from all over the world been coming there for years. Yeah, 300 isn't bad in this day and age. I remember paying 350 a night at the Hotel Del Coronado in San Diego in 1986. It's crazy, but there isn't that. But there isn't as much Chicago people as you. I know a lot of people that live around there, and they don't know anybody from Chicago, even in the summer months. Yeah. I mean, as you know, I still got a place in Florida, and that place just went like batshit crazy. You'd have to be out of your mind to pay that to live down there. No way in hell, man. That place was expensive when I bought it, though, in 92. Maybe it was the spring of 93. And then I built a bed and breakfast and redid a house. And I look back now, it's like, my God, there's somebody that stops by there once a week wanting to buy it. It's crazy. And it sucks down there. The traffic, hot, heat, crime. Those are dirt roads when I moved down there. Now they're all paved, which is more bullshit. Oh, that's a way to do it, Jeremy. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to sell. My wife doesn't want to sell it. I've been through 3 cycles in that place. Worth a fortune, worth less than I had into it, worth a fortune again. Florida is another one of those international market. So even if things are not going well in the United States. You got all these foreigners, rich Canadians. In mine, if you wanted, they'd never allowed this when I bought it, but now you can break up 20-acre pieces of property to do different things. You couldn't do that. I think it was, you could break it up to 10s and you had to go through a bunch of bullshit. So 2 10s. Then it went to 5s. Now I think it can go even to 1 acres if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm married, yeah, but I haven't lived with my wife since 98. She lives with her boyfriend in that Florida place I was telling you about. Yeah, I haven't seen my wife since 2007. I talked to her quite a bit. Not, we're on good terms. I don't care. She wants to keep living down there. She can. Her mother just died, and her mom had some money. But you know what happened? The mom divided the money up between her remaining sibling, her brother, and 2 damn grandchildren. And people can do what they want with their money. But I think that was a surprise to both her and her brother, that this got divvied up. So, you got a pretty decent estate that went 4 ways instead of 2. And I fully expected that when the mom kicked the bucket, I'd get paid off. Well, I don't think that's happening now. That was a year ago. Yeah, Florida sucks. If I never go back there again, it'd be too soon. I like the wildlife, but even when I'll tell you, I've had to go to Florida I gave up my PI license down there just to guarantee I'd never take a case there. I tried to do whatever I could to not go back there. But for one reason or another, I've had to go back there over the years for business or something. And even when I get off the plane, it's that sweet smell and just like hot, sticky, homeless all over, traffic. Forget that. Oh, good for you, Chris. Yeah, don't count on it, Chris. Life doesn't work that way. You may die before they do. Hey, Bethany. Yeah, I learned to count. I learned to not count on stuff like that a long time ago. It doesn't work that way. I was just talking to a guy today. He got screwed out of the whole damn estate by his sister, who was the executor. Yeah, I don't really care for the West Coast. I mean, I like the East Coast better. I like the ocean. I don't like bays, you know what I mean? Gulfs. It's not the same. And that whole area is jammed, like Tampa, Clearwater, that whole side over there. Place sucks. Might as well live in Detroit. Yeah, that's what everybody says, Chris. Yeah, John McAfee, he's always kind of lived a strange life like that, though. What a weird guy. Yeah, you're smart, Michelle. That's no kidding. Yeah, money pit. People find that out now. I mean, it was always expensive, but people think they're going to have this dream and they're going to move into an old farmhouse and they're going to bring it up to code. Yeah, good luck. You're better off using a wrecking ball and building a state-of-the-art new home that looks like an old home. Oh, you do? Okay. That's true, R. That's no kidding. That's the truth. I mean, this guy was telling me today all the stuff he did for his dad and his mother, and the sister didn't do shit for him, and she ends up getting to be the executor. Now, I know that's his version. You never know, right? Oh, 44K. Yeah, the good news is it's not taxable. You don't have to pay tax on it when you get it. No way, Flagler Beach. I mean, it's okay if you like that kind of area, but even the nicer places down there, Delray Beach, Fort Lauderdale, you can have them all, man. Every single one of them, all the way down from Jacksonville, all the way to Key West. I mean, if you're young and you're going down there for spring break and you don't know anything, and all it is wet t-shirt nights and tropical birds landing on your arm, getting your picture taken. You don't know any better. You know, that's what Florida means to you. But when you get down there and live like I did, and you see the day-to-day life of living down there, you realize it's not like that. Yep. Oh, everything is expensive in Florida now. You better believe it. Key West was always expensive, and it's just crazy expensive now. They say the billionaires are outspending the millionaires. Hey, Janine. Yeah, it's another place they don't pay anything unless you're, you know, like some specialty like medical field or IT, or, you know, you own your own car dealership or something. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go down to Key West, spend a couple. I can't stand more than a couple days down there. I used to fly down there too. Uh, Me and a buddy of mine and I would go down there. It's beautiful flying down there. Just see the going to Key West. So many cool sights. Yeah. Make sure the next time you go to Tampa, you go to Burns Steakhouse. It's really good. Oh, I hear a train coming. See, now this train would be on a return run from Grayling. And he was probably, you'd be surprised how far away you can hear a train horn like now. Yeah, Key West is beautiful. Really is. I mean, if you're a beach person, there's not much beach down there. But you want to get some good seafood. I mean, it's pretty much drinking, and if you're gay, you'll love it. About the only entertainment at night is drag shows. You're not going to be going into a place and, you know, listen to a hard rock or any of that stuff down there. And it's cool to see where Hemingway hung out and go down to Mallory Pier. And it's just fun it's different, you know. Oh yeah, drinking's down big time down there. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Shannon. Yep. Look at Daisy. You ready to go, Betty, honey? You ready to hit the hay? You ready to hit the hay? Daisy lives to go to bed at night. You stretching, honey? What's that, hon? You want to go, Betty? Daisy lives to go to bed at night. That's a good enough reason. You want to go, Betty? Daisy, you want to go, Betty, hon? Well, I think I'm going to go to bed for sure this time, you guys. Good talking to you. Hope you have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, good night, Michelle. Good night, Lisa. Janine. Bethany, Rita. Yeah, she wants one. Yeah, okay, Graphic. Take care. See you, Cheryl. You old night owl. See you, Jennifer. See you, R. Yeah, see you, Blue. Yeah, keep looking. Check out Gaylord too, Blue. That's actually I would consider that a step up. Oh, good luck, Chris. Yeah. See you, Jeff. See you, Mark. Good night, you guys. See you, Paul.